A warning tonight for any of you who have a loved one in need of a nursing home. Our national investigative team found some of these facilities are aggressively pursuing family and friends of residents for their unpaid stays. Chris Nakamoto spoke to families that are left blindsided by bills and lawsuits.
Elizabeth Bovenzi put her family first, which is why it was so difficult when her dementia progressed. The insidious disease forced her family to house her in a nursing home in Rochester, New York. Her daughter, Toni Cook, signed this agreement for her mom during her admission. The line where she signed her name reads resident or power of attorney, even though she was neither.
When she was admitted, she came in with Medicaid and Medicare, and they assured me that her bills were going to be being paid by these two insurances.
Without hesitation, she signed those documents. Her mother lived for about 6 months until she died in November of 2024. Months later, her death delivered an unexplainable blow.
I went to the mailbox and I had an $80,000 bill from the nursing home. A few months down the line after that, I got a process server knocking on my door, serving me with legal papers that I was being sued.
Unknown to Cook at the time, the documents she signed were used against her, with the nursing home saying her mom never applied for Medicaid. So Cook was on the hook for her mother's unpaid bills, with the total coming in at $170,000. Cook had to get lawyers to help, challenging the nursing home's lawsuit, saying the admissions agreement does not include language, making it clear that she would be held liable for her mom's finances. Her lawyers also fired back, saying this process is unenforceable under federal law, which bars third-party guarantees of payment as a condition of admission.
The federal law bans nursing homes from pursuing other people for a resident's nursing home bills. But unfortunately, nursing homes have gotten cleverer and cleverer as they have sort of looked for ways to try to find someone to pay for these outstanding debts.
Our national investigative team found these debt collection lawsuits are becoming increasingly common across America, well documented in states like New York, New Jersey, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Alabama, Washington, D.C.
It ripped open a deep wound.
Lynn Marie Witt also ran into trouble after signing these documents to admit her mother, Joan Januszewski, into a nursing home. At the time, she was living in her car and says she was stressed signing the papers.
I remember asking at the time, because I didn't understand what I was signing, does this make me responsible, financially responsible? Because at the time I was homeless and had a lot of issues, and of course I didn't want to take on financial responsibility. And she said, "Oh no, absolutely not, honey. It will be covered."
It just eats at you. I'm thinking, do I have to claim bankruptcy? You know, what are my options? What are my choices?
The American Healthcare Association represents the majority of nursing homes in the country. They wouldn't do an interview, but told us these types of lawsuits are not common practice, and we're urging caution that highlighting it could be very misleading. In 2024, the National Consumer Law Center and Justice and Aging reported that more than half of elder care advocates in 27 states said they had seen lawsuits against third parties, with as many as 20 cases filed in their states.
If you sign one of these documents, even though there's a federal law that bans holding you responsible for the resident's debt, it could still mean that the nursing home is going to, down the line, try to sue you to try to collect those bills from you. And that's not some situation you want to find yourself in. So make sure you read the documents carefully.
As Cook and Witt reflect on what happened, they're speaking out so others aren't left blindsided.
And if you have a story, you can call us or email our investigators at the address you see there on your screen. We'll look into any of your issues for the next Factfinder Investigates.